That's a great trick. I love that a lot. Rebecca, I'm going to tell you all about repurposing. Okay. So let's start with talking about what repurposing is, and then I'm going to pull this thing off. Oh, this is my special list of things here that we're going to work on. Okay. So actually, why did I do that? All right, whatever. Okay. So repurposing means that you take a live that you made. And you can do this not just with lives. Let's start with a post and then we'll move into lives. That way it makes sense, right? So repurposing a post. So I wrote a post about 7 reasons why you need a business page, right? 7 reasons why you need a business page. I made the post. I posted the post on my business page and my group, the various things that you would do, like when you make a post, right? So like if you made a post, you would do the same thing. If you're going live, you're going to make your post in various spaces to let people know when you're going live. Same thing happens with blog posts, right? Now, if I leave that post just sort of as is, and I never touch it again, okay, now that post only had value one time. I spent 5 hours writing that thing and it had one-time value, right? That's a really, really bad return on investment. Bad, right? And when I first started my business, I only had a few posts, right? I only had 1 or 2 posts here and there, like, because I was building. So I only had a couple of lives, a couple of videos, and a couple of posts, right? So repurposing content, which means reusing it later on, I couldn't do it because everybody had just seen it, right? So I made a blog post, I posted it. If I posted a week later, everybody's going to have seen it already, right? What I learned is that you need to be promoting that blog post at least 7 times, right? 7 times over the next couple of months. So I can get now 7 uses out of that same blog post, which means I can either use, so I have 4 graphics in the blog post. I can create posts on my business page where I use that graphic to highlight the post and then, write a little snippet about it, or use a little, take a little, like a little quote from it. That's like a highlighted quote, put that in the post and then share it. I wrote this post 6 months ago, but I can make posts for it. I can make multiple posts for it here, like on my business page and in my group. Okay, so that's one way I can repurpose it. Another way I can repurpose it is there is a software which I have to download, and it will take your blog and turn it into a blog post and turn it into like a really cool 15-second video where it'll pull out snippets and pictures and kind of like make this little promotional video for it. So I can do that and create a story for it. I can now take that blog post and send out an email to my audience, right? And send them to the post. Now I can do all of those things right now. Those are 3 ways in which I'm using it. But now for lives, right? So let's talk about repurposing lives, because you may already know how to repurpose posts. How do you repurpose a live? Well, Facebook will allow you to trim your lives down into little snippets, right? So you can pull out videos from little snippets of your video from Facebook, and then you can turn it into a story. You can use it in a blog post. You can upload it to your business page as a teaser for the live, right? So now you can turn it into a lot of other things. So your first video, and you can put it on Instagram, you can put it on TikTok, you can put it anywhere and funnel people to your page, right? So for me, let's say I have some brilliant nugget that I share with you today that everybody's like, oh my God, mind blown, right? Mine is totally blown. If your mind is completely blown, right, you're all super excited. I'm going to want to share that with other people, because that is what's going to get them to come look at my content from other places, right? Because that's the nugget that blew your mind. So I'm going to take that nugget, I'm going to put it in stories, I'm going to put it on Instagram, I'm going to put it on TikTok, and then I'm going to link to this live so that if they want to watch the whole thing, they can click on it and come here. You can do the exact same thing with your non-selling lives. You can do it with your selling lives. You can do it with any piece of content that you have.